Hello everybody, this is Limitz bringing you another high-level Halo Wars video, and this time it's going to be Game 2 of the Klunk 3v3 games. And this time Klunk is playing with Oopth and MikeBEASTon,
all units,
and I'm playing with Forge and Elysium. And Elysium's going to have this game also uploaded on his channel. I don't know when he'll get these games uploaded, but he'll have this game on his point of view.
Tell me where. All units.
And this time we are still running Anders RB Brute, but since Klunk is playing with Oopth and BEASTon, they switched their combo up to Forge RB Brute. So we do have the leader advantage on this map because we don't have to click RU and SC. And I think Anders Brute RB is actually a really good combo for Exile. So we got a good map. As you can see on their side of the map though, they have quite a few white boxes, which means that they're double basing as well. And I'm pretty sure it's the Brute and the Forge that double base on their team. And we scouted it out really early, and we saw, I think Oopth went Temple either 4th or Temple 5th. And that means Oopth clicked both the Forge to Expo, and he clicked Klunk, the Brute, to get his temple up a little bit sooner. And when we scouted this out, I asked Forge's down for a click so I could get my temple out quicker to even the Brute double base rush. And Forge is not wanting to click me, so I got a little upset, but I didn't really say anything. But I knew that it could come back to bite us that I didn't get clicked. But turns out that this game, everything goes fine for me at least. So I'm gonna have to go Temple 5th on my main to do this double base Brute rush. And with Klunk getting a click by Oopth, it allows Klunk to get over to our bases a lot sooner. And I was actually really worried about my secondary because I thought Klunk was gonna take out my secondary with his early click Brute rush. But I guess Forge was very unsuccessful this game, so Forge and Elysium got into a huge argument. And we ended up not playing any more games after this because those two couldn't get along. And if you guys watch the video from Elysium's point of view, you'll probably hear in the game chat them both screaming at each other. Or I guess you won't hear Elysium screaming, but you'll hear Forge because you can't hear the video uploader's voice. So anyways, my Brute rush takes off right here. I'm just going to start double pumping Brutes from both bases. And instead of going double summit because I'm afraid that Klunk's going to hit my base, I'm going to just go single summit. And at this point we realized that Klunk is actually going to hit Forge's downs base, and Oopth is also going to hit Forge's downs base. So Forge is like screaming at this point that he needs a click to get Citadel, so I think I click him up here in a second so he can get Citadel. So he doesn't click me when I want my click, but I click him. It's whatever. And they're telling me to go hit the Brute, but I see that Forge's base is in a lot of trouble, so I basically told them that I'm not going to hit their base and I'm going to go hit Oopth. I'm just going to, you know, take out an eye for an eye here.
Summit complete.
So since I'm not getting hit, my Brute rush is going to be pretty much uncontested right here. I unlock and I have a whole bunch of Brutes coming out.
Local units.
And I played this pretty perfectly. I see the summit coming up in the back, so any possibility of any engineers coming out, I'm going to put a halt to. And Forge's base looks like it's about to go. At one point, I thought Forge's base was actually going to live, but from my screen, you cannot see that there's an Arbiter at the back of Forge's base. You can barely see it on the minimap because it's flashing underneath Forge's Arbiter icon, but in about a few seconds to about a minute here, that Arbiter is going to work its way to the back of Forge's base, and they're going to end up getting Forge's base. You can't see it right now, but the Arbiter's behind it right there. Anyways, I have Oopth's base completely under control. Stopped the summit, and I'm going to get the base. But Forge lost his base, so both Arbiters are going to have no base here. And MikeBEASTon has a tank out, but I'm not too concerned about the tank because I have quite a few brutes and a few banshees. So Elysium's actually going to go around the outer layer of this map and hit the secondary of the brute base. And I was going to walk up to the front brute base, but I realized that BEASTon's just going to pick off a little bit of my army if I just walk up there. So I'm going to turn around and what I would call it, punch BEASTon in the mouth here, because I have enough units that I can do a lot of damage to that. So I'm going to fight his tanks and not let his tanks do anything, and basically block off BEASTon from being able to help out Klunk up there, and let Elysium just do work with his warthogs. So I want to get up there and hit Klunk's main base, but once again I gotta sit back here and keep BEASTon back with my army.
Local units moving. Local units.
And this wolf is gonna slide by, and I think Elysium feels like that Wolverine was alive for too long. He mentioned something about that, but oh well. It's like a black Bart Wolverine, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to try and get the Wolverine here, but the Wolverine gets away. And Forge is rebuilding. I've clicked him to get back in it. I try and get the Arbiter right there, but I can't get the Arbiter. So I finally get the Wolverine, and I'm going to keep fighting BEASTon, because basically as long as I give Elysium time to take out that secondary base, we're still in perfect shape. So Oopth and Forge, once again, they're basically out of this game. They're not really relevant. And I'm going to split my army here because I want to keep Klunk's main shield down. And I'm going to split my other part of my army to help Elysium fight that tank. But Elysium's got Goss already, so he's going to be able to fight BEASTon no matter what.
Local units.
And I stopped building Banshees really because I saw the Wolverines coming out, and if he's going to be having a consistency of the Wolverines and tanks like that, it's better for me just to go Brutes, I think. So anyways, BEASTon resigns, the game's over, and we win the second game against Klunk. The game flags up right there as Klunk quits, but that's game 2. Check Elysium's channel for the other point of view. Have a great day.